I was thinking. I spend a lot of time on the internet, not only because I'm a sad cretinous dolt, but also because of that whole YouTube thing. And if you want to find some red-hot anger, you need look no further than people who are superficially anonymous reacting to other people who are superficially anonymous and very sensitive about their childhoods. Anger is a word that often inspires a squirming reaction, as if being angry is like being a racist or a realtor or something really bad like a traffic enforcement officer. But anger doesn't have to mean kicking your laptop off the roof. I mean, it can mean that, it often does. That's why people think it's a bad thing. Sometimes the pressure of life can build up. Everything is all about time these days. So much so, the stories about old men who retire from busy jobs and turn their alarm clocks off forever, sleeping as long as they want, almost seem to be fantastic fables. I mean, if it weren't for them so frequently getting up at 6 AM anyway because they've been conditioned to do so for 50 years and have walnut-sized bladders. When pushed and pushed, everything can go up like a postal worker with a surprise sack of lead-lined mail and access to automatic weapons. Most people have blown up at least once in their lifetimes, and you know from a distance it can look kind of fun. Good luck, Mr. Michael Douglas, good luck. But venting in an uncontrolled way isn't fun. It's loss of a critical faculty. The faculty to not pull DMV personnel over the plastic counters and whisper into their jowls, "Sure, I'm going to jail, but you'll be dead." Firstly, everyone's a bit angry. Those white-haired gurus walking around barefoot, blessing Indian businessmen and giving interviews to CNN about whether they're in charge of a cult or not, they may look serene, but looks mean little. I look like I'm constantly about to blow, and I am in fact a very calm person. Very calm. Secondly, why not be angry? You're born, you're raised, you go to an extremely backstabbing, fickle institution filled with 1,000 other ruthless bags of hormones and desires to be popular. The world is in chaos. By the time you figured it all out, you're past your prime, you did the wrong degree, you're going bald, you're in a job you hate, you've got 4 kids to 3 different partners, gambling debts that would make Charles Barkley wince, and a mortgage the size of Christmas. This isn't me, by the way, I'm not going bald, it's just a light. But being angry is often the right reaction. It's a good thing sometimes. Turn on the news, you should be angry even if it's at the weather, stupid weather. Here's the important thing, anger is energy. A lot of successful entrepreneurs, when surveyed, said it was a desire to show them that motivated them, a desire to beat low expectations, to destroy their detractors, and that's defiance, that's anger. You think happy, well-adjusted people make art? Well, maybe they do, but probably not interesting art when they're not in some dark place. The good stuff comes from anger and sadness. Have you read the Bible? You think a happy person wrote that? When someone typed that up, they were angry as a motherfucker. If you're an angry person, there's a chance it's only temporary. Maybe it's the time of your life. Maybe you get angry because of something that happened. And sure, maybe the healthy thing to do is work it out over years and years of costly therapy that maybe just ends up being elastoplast on an anal fissure. Often angry people just aren't ready to not be angry, so utilize it. Don't contain it to protecting firing off your flames of well-earned hatred into the faces of the innocent. Channel it into hitting the ones who deserve it. Like Batman. Batman is a good example of this because he could have easily become a rich recluse, forever replaying the deaths of his own parents, but instead he used his anger into sucker-punching stocky men who know how to fall well. You can do the same. I mean, you know, if you wanted to just break the Joker's neck, that would save us all a lot of time, but whatever. Set out to do something and use anger as your buttress. Feel like quitting? Let the anger kick in. And just think of those punks who crossed you in the early days and how terrified they'll be as they pull out their families' hands, desperate to get to the border before the sound of jackboot-cladded payback. Or, you know, use your anger to help people. That is an option. I mean, using your anger to fuel your twisted machinations in a grand scheme of revenge breaks YouTube's terms and conditions, so I can't say do it here, but yeah, totally fucking do it. Start doing what you want to show them. Never be complacent with a shitty job. Always be angry at yourself for not performing right and at those around you for the same. Wake up, chew a nail, say to yourself, I am going to carve my name on this planet even if I have to do so with my own bloody spleen, and never surrender to the mundanity of docility. Just a thought. It's also a good idea not to keep any guns in your house. I mean, seriously.